Hello, everyone. Welcome this almost last day of July. We are doing writing sprints / productivity sprints / whatever you want to do. If you are behind in Camp NaNoWriMo, you can catch up and do whatever you want. Play with your cat if you want, or pretend to write. Let me know if you're here in the comments. If you don't know me, my name is HollyDavis. I'm a YA and middle grade fantasy writer, hoping to be traditionally published. Today, I'm going to be doing a myriad of things during our sprints, doing some email stuff and working on my work in progress because I started getting back into the developmental edits, which is good. And then I might do a little bit of the freelance work that I've been working on. So we'll see kind of what I'm in the mood for. But I have a lot of energy and I'm happy to have my lovely guest / friend who will introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Vanessa Marie. I am a YA fantasy, paranormal, and horror author. I also write nonfiction as well. And so today I'm going to be finishing up a really interesting book and then probably work on some edits on my current work in progress. So.
That sounds great. And finish the awesome book. That sounds so good. Adding it to my want to read list right now. We've got some people already here. Alvin, hello. Charlie's here, hello. I've got to go back to the drawing board and I'm struggling. Oh no. What are you with, like outlining or writing? What are you struggling with exactly? Yeah, or that's kind of like where I was at a little bit with my work in progress with developmental edits. I was like, oh, I just need to start like writing something else to like get myself back into things. But now I'm back into things, so it's good. I like in my heart of hearts, I didn't want to like move on to something else. Like I wanted to keep working on Project Diamond, so it feels good to be able to keep working on it.
Yeah, that's what I did as well when I got stuck on my project. I started writing something else, a short story set in the same world as the main novel. So
nice.
That helps.
Yeah, that's kind of good because then you can feel like you're still with the story and can kind of get that same feel, yeah, but not completely leave it. So, hi Renee, hey writing friends. I'm also struggling with my outline. Currently working on a romance. Oh, that's nice. Sorry that you're struggling with your outline. I don't know if you're using the save the cat method, the 3-act structure. Those are my favorites and tend to work for me. Vanessa, do you use save the cat?
I tried to for one of my projects, but I was like, I don't think this is gonna work for them.
And it doesn't work for everyone.
Yeah, it's like there's too many different point of views and storylines interacting. So I'm like, this is too complicated.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Alvin, I've changed my goal. I'm now needing to get 8 chapters first drafted in the next 2 weeks. Ooh. Well, that's kind of nice. That's one of the reasons why I was struggling with developmental edits, was because it's harder to quantify progress because I'm making changes like throughout the whole story. So it's not like I could just be like, oh, this is done. And like, I don't know, it's a little less like concrete, but I'm trying now to just like I pulled up the first chapter. I'm like, okay, let me do all of the changes that I need to make here. Because at first I was trying to like, oh, I need to change this arc. Let me do that throughout the whole book. And like, that was really overwhelming me. But instead seeing like, oh, I can Like, let me just do what I need to do in this chapter. Even if I'm not getting that arc done, I'm doing what I need to do in this chapter, and that's helping a lot.
Yeah,
So
that's what I do. I edit chapter by chapter.
yeah, that's working a lot better. I don't know why I tried to do the other way. It's been like, like when you're writing, it's like, oh, you haven't edited in a while. So then you go to editing, and you're like, what is editing? And then you go back to writing, what is writing? And so it's like constant like struggle to like remember how you did it before. So Charlie, I'm struggling with writing the opening and my MC. Okay. Yeah, the openings are hard, and you might not always get it right. So I say just start wherever. Like it's like it will probably change when you go into the editing phase. So
Is this the first draft? Because I would say if it's the first draft, one tip that I took from Jessica Brody's course, she wrote Save the Cat, and so she has a whole online court academy with different courses. And I took her fast drafting class last year before NaNoWriMo. And one thing I took away from that is it doesn't have to make sense. Just write whatever comes to you. And like, the editing the editing phase is when you can go back and look and try and figure out how to make things make sense. But with the first draft, you're just trying to get the words out, however they come out. So that was something that helped a bit.
I love that a lot. And that's something too, if you're like, I don't know if you're struggling with your MC, like their voice, or like, if you're writing first person or third person, like it might be good to switch up. Like if you're struggling with third person, like maybe try writing it in first person to see if you can get more in their head and from their point of view. Because usually I would write in third person, but I started writing Project Diamond in first person, and I didn't even mean to. Like I think first person present, and I usually write third person past. So I was like, what? Like I didn't even mean to. I was halfway through the first page, and then I realized that I had started that way. I'm like, well, I guess this is the way that the story wants to be told. So I just like went with it. So maybe switching that up too and seeing how that is. Trying to focus on book one and not the series as a whole. Yes. Yeah. Especially if you've got a series, it's like there might be things that you're weaving in or changing, and it might be different, it might just change. So yeah, especially if you're writing a first draft, what Vanessa said.
And if you're working on a series, but you're working on the first book in the series, but you have ideas come to your head for a book later on, just write them down in a notebook or whatever app you use when you're writing and taking notes. I use Scrivener, so I have a folder that when I have, because my book's going to be a series too. So some things I'm working on in the first book, and then I get an idea and I'm like, oh, this is going to happen in the next one. So I have a file folder that says book 2 and put notes in there.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, having everything organized in one place is helpful too. I use Save the Cat. Are you detailed or just simple with Save the Cat? I love that question, because that is something that's true. So I usually am simple with Save the Cat. Like I have just a huge paragraph for each beat. But for Project Diamond, and I ran out of time and didn't finish it, so this would have helped immensely, because I went through I think it was like the first act. When I went through that and drafted it so easily, because I actually made scene cards and went more into detail, breaking down the beats into like the actual scenes. And that was like awesome, because then it was like, as I was writing, I was like, well, I know what the next scene is, or I know what, where I'm going next. So as I went, you know, and drafted further along, it was like, I still had the Save the Cat outline, but it was just like this huge paragraph with like not a lot of details, but the scene cards was where I got to be detailed. So I recommend it. I'm definitely going to, if I do draft for NaNoWriMo this year, I'm going to do scene cards because it's kind of a good supplement to the outline because it gives like structure and stuff. And the one that I used was by Abby Emmons. Let me see if she has like a website because I follow her on YouTube. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, she has a website. Oh, let me just find her video about it actually. So then I'll link it in here because it was like a game changer for me. I was like, huh, this is awesome. Scene cards, scene card. Where are you? Why are you not coming up? Well, I'll find it. I'll find it during the first sprint so that I'm not wasting time. Nothing is drafted. I'm on draft 1 of book 1. Cool. All right. So yeah, definitely just throw yourself in there, Charlie. Just throw yourself in. And yeah, we will sprint soon. Renee. Oh, good. Renee loves Abby. Do you outline your whole series or just one book at a time? Oh, you do have the Abby scene card. Okay. I'll post it for people who don't have it or for people watching the replay. But so I haven't actually written a whole series, but the Celestial Code, which I shelved for now because I tried querying it, was that 2 years ago? That one was like a 5-book series. And what I did was I had a small paragraph or like a half a page paragraph about what was going to happen in each book. But then I did my outline for the first book, but like I knew a brief, like a vague idea of what was going to happen in each of the other books. So
for me, I don't, I'm not much of a plotter. I try to plot a little bit, but I'm not a huge plotter. So even though I know it's going to be a series, I have no clue how many books are going to be in the series. I have no clue how it's going to end, where it's going to go. I'm just like, I've got the idea for book 1 and some ideas for book 2, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Nice. Yeah, it's always good to have like a little bit of you know, not be so detailed so you can use your creativity a little bit, you know. It's not like so staccato that you feel like you have to like stick to what you created when you were outlining it, because you learn about your characters or you think about something better or you think about something different that you want to try as you're writing. So yeah, it's good to be flexible. Oh, are you definitely wanting to trad pub? Or are you thinking of self pub? That's a very good question. I have always been like a stan for the trad pub route because I've always felt like I wanted the support and that I wouldn't be able to do it all by myself, because I see the self-published authors and like I'm always amazed at how much they do and feel like I couldn't do that. But with the struggles I've had this year with just grinding for so long, like I've been writing with the goal of trad pub for like 5 years. So it's been starting to wear on me a little bit. And so it's been making me think about even like, so like I still want to go the trad pub route, but maybe self-publishing something that's smaller, like a short story or something. And I've had my eye on like writing a short story or just something that like I can have something out there. I can like, because I want to share my writing with the world too, but it's going to take a long time if I do go the trad pub route, because it already has taken forever and a lifetime. So we'll see. Or maybe I'll be like, hey, let me do like a Kindle Vella. Like, so I become more open to the idea of it. But right now it's just like a sprinkling in the back of my head as I've tried to like go through things. Oh, but giving a shout out to Vanessa, which her YouTube channel should be linked down below. But she just self-published what do you call it?
Craft.
Yes. A writing craft book that just came out. I saw it come out because I had pre-ordered it, and I saw it came out. It's a writer's guide to creating diverse characters, all about writing about characters with disabilities. And so I'm excited to read it now that it's in my Kindle app. So like, kudos to Vanessa. I have that. I will link that right away because I have that right away. Yes, use a pseudonym. That is a good idea. Yeah. I need to think of a really, really good pen name, just something crazy. So I'm going to pull up the kitty race timer here. These are some great questions. I'm like, ooh, this is such a fun conversation. Making me spill all the beans. Okay. All right, so we are going to start with a 20-minute timer, and I want you to let me know which cat you think is going to win the race. Vanessa, I'll let you choose.
Let's go with number 4.
Yeah, number 4. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just looked and like her video is like unavailable. It's private. That is ridiculous. You know what? I might have it saved and like can maybe share it somehow. I don't know if I can do that, but like I just don't know why it's not up anymore. Because I like, no wonder I couldn't find it. So anyways, I am going to choose. Which one did you choose, Vanessa?
4.
Okay. I'm gonna choose 5, the tan/tawny one. All right, we're gonna start this. I'm gonna figure out the mystery of the scene card video. And we are gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. Oh man, that was a tight race at the end. Oh, sorry. I forgot that I just unmuted myself. I think someone knocked on the door. Can you close the door? Thanks. Oh, sorry about that. I was like, just as I unmute, someone knocks on the door and my dog is barking. So the white cat won. Yay. Let's see. Oh, Renee won. Woohoo. Mine, it was a toss up between 4 and 5 too. I was like, ooh, this is getting close.
I was thinking of choosing 2 as well. I was like, 4, 2.
Let's see. How did everyone do? I was checking my email and doing some piddly things, so I was kind of all over the place with my my productivity this sprint. How'd you do, Vanessa?
I finished the book.
Oh, yay! Awesome. Oh, I should have linked that because it sounds awesome. Vanessa was describing it to me before we went live, and it sounds amazing. So, did it end well? Did it end strong?
I was a little disappointed. It's not a bad ending. It was kind of underwhelming, and I was expecting more for such a big build-up.
Oh man!
It's the return of the pizza.
Oh!
It was a Domino's guy.
You're kidding me!
Nope. It was a Domino's guy. So he said he would call the number. I asked for the number. It wasn't either of ours. So.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know. It was under our address and your name.
And it's during my live stream again.
Oh. Huh.
I'm really like weirded out right now because during my last live stream, Domino's came and we didn't order a pizza, and then Pizza Hut came 10 minutes later. And now someone was here. Was it Domino's?
It was Domino's, yeah.
What the heck? Okay.
They give you free pizza.
But it's like I didn't see what the Domino's was, but the Pizza Hut one last week was chicken. And like I'm a vegetarian, so it's like this is definitely not me. But it's like they know my name and my address, so it's like this is so weird. Oh my gosh, why? Well, I better be I'm like facing the window, so I'm going to be on the lookout for Pizza Hut or Little Caesars or something. Right. Oh my gosh.
Looks like you've got a real life thriller on your hands.
Exactly. Creepy and fun. Yay. Well, I'm linking the book that Vanessa was talking about. And Heather popped in during the stream. So hey, Heather.
Hi.
Yes, very, very weird. Here's a Prime truck. Do they have pizza in there? Yeah, it wasn't our phone number. We had checked our debit, credit cards. Nothing had been charged to us. Yeah, maybe Pizza Hut will turn up next. See where this lady's going. She might be coming here. I legit think she's coming here. Hey, Chris, can you see if the Amazon is... Did she drop it off at us?
Probably. There's a package on its way today.
Oh, okay. We're supposed to get Amazon. Okay.
Yeah, there's a cable I ordered.
Making sure there's not pizza. Yeah, they said they're gonna try calling the number. Can they give you the phone number that called it in? They'll probably call it, and they'll know whether it's like.
Yeah, like he spoke it out, but I didn't.
Was it
write
paid
down.
for? Was the pizza paid for?
I forgot.
That's what we need to ask if Pizza Hut comes. Anyway, sorry guys. That's was not expecting that. All right. Okay, let's see how everyone else did. Charlie got distracted watching Abby videos. Abby's awesome. Well worth the 20 minutes plus. Renee got Scrivener organized. Yay, that is awesome. I might try to dabble in Scrivener someday. I've always been curious. And Alvin wrote 521 words. That's awesome. Oh. Trying to keep the next morning scene focused plot-wide. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and so Renee had asked me, you just do scene cards for each beat and save the cat, which is yes and no. So there might be more than one scene per beat. So I just go through the scene card and then I, write out what's going to happen. And so there might be multiple scenes per beat. And that depends on, so like the opening scene is like 1% or whatever, but like fun and games is like 15 to, or what is that, like 20 to 40% or who knows what. So like that's obviously going to have more scenes, whereas there are some beats that are just supposed to be one scene, if that makes sense. So there's some beats that do have one scene and there's some that have more than one because they're spanning a larger percentage of the story. I'm hungry now and it's 11:15 p.m. Oh no, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm so glad you could make it because I know I usually don't have I haven't been having afternoon streams at this time. It's been the last time I had 4:30. Well, it was usually 5 o'clock was during April Camp NaNoWriMo. And I've just been doing Saturday morning ones or Saturday afternoon ones with the Diversity is Lit book club, which I am plugging because Vanessa is also a co-host. And I actually had printed out this reading group guide from the website for the other Black girl. So I was going to look through some of the questions and see if there was anything, any other fun questions we could talk about to spark our discussion. Oh, look, and then I have our next book. If you guys are interested in this, is this YA or?
Yeah. I think it's YA. Yeah.
16. Okay. This YA thriller comped Get Out, which was also for the other Black girl, but The Taking of Jake Livingston.
I'm so
super excited to read it. Really, really excited. And then I always like for opening line. So the opening line, I'd hate to be that kid who died in PE class. Just great, classic. I love it.
Opening lines usually get me. The opening line for this one was, let me see. I think this one had a really good one too. Yeah. I plotted a murder in the Vancouver airport while waiting at gate D78 for my flight to London.
Yes. So intriguing. I love it.
That opening line is what got me. I was like, oh, I need to read this.
Oh, so good. Actually, I know the next thing I'm going to do during for the next sprint is, other than try to walk my dog, but is I'm going to be part of the release. I'm going to be a co-host for the release party for Brittany Wing's first novel, episode 1 of her serial, which is called Wings of Betrayal. And we are going to be playing Spill or Quill, which was made by Keelan Rivers. And it's kind of like Truth or Dare, but writer related. And so there are some things you can either spill, which is answer questions, or do quill, which is share a line from your book or work in progress that matches the prompt. And so there's one quill that's you know, read the first line of your book, and so I knew that I'm going to spill, I'm going to answer the question or whatever, because my first line for Project Diamond will spoil things. So I'm like, I literally can't even read my first line. So because I have not revealed this plot point. So it's kind of fun that I was like, oh, I would normally like not mind sharing my first line, but I really can't. So yeah, so I thought that was an interesting tidbit. And this is happening Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday, August. Gosh, it's going to be August. What? August 3rd. Yeah, I almost said August 3rd. August 3rd at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to be up at like 1 a.m. or whatever, or whatever it'll be at there. No, it'll be like midnight, right, for you? So if you want to be up at midnight for this release party, Charlie, or you can catch the replay, because we're going to be playing some fun games. I'm excited. I've never been like a part of a release party before, so that'll be fun. Okay, so on Abby's scene card, do you fill out each section every time, or are there some sections you leave blank sometimes? I filled out everything for the scene card, so it says like who are the main characters, the secondary characters, where and any subplots that you progress. So like if you've got like a romance arc or something, then you you know, it's like, oh, well, this scene, there's not going to be anything moving the romance subplot along. So that could be blank, but like the next scene will, so then you can fill that in. But it goes through, I pulled it up and then I like took it away. My story Bible, that's where I put my scene cards. So it says for both the plot, the cause. So you say what happens in the scene, and then the effect is the consequence of what happens in the scene. And then you say why it matters, which I love that because it helps take away filler and make sure that that scene has a purpose. So I loved that part. So why the scene matters, or why it matters what happened, and then the realization, kind of like, and so what happens then, like what happens because of that scene, and then it leads into the next scene. So love it so much. And it does have, and then it does say like what point of view character is going. So if you have more than one point of view, it seems like it will still be helpful for that. And I feel like this will be a good way to organize things if you have multiple POVs, because then you'll be like, oh, oops, I've got like 5 chapters from this one person's point of view, got to switch it up, you know. Oh my gosh, Project Silver and Project Diamond is book 9. Ooh, I'm interested to know what the real title is. That's interesting. Oops. Let's go into the next sprint. I've been having so much fun talking. Oh my gosh. We need to get stuff done. Okay, I'll stick to the 5 cats. Do you want us to stick to 20 minutes for this next sprint?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good to me. All right. Okay, I set it up and choose which cat you think will win. Could be the same or different than what you chose before.
Trying to think between 1 and 3. Let's go with 3.
I think I'm gonna go with 1 again. 1 because 1 was the tawny one and he was number 5. So I'm gonna keep him around and and go with him again. Okay, Charlie said books 1 through 4 have real titles, 5 through 12 are unknown. Cool. I usually try to switch POVs every chapter, but this work in progress is 2-3 versus 1-3. Oh, interesting. I like that. Yeah, that's not bad too, because there's not like too much of the, it's not like it's like, oh my gosh, like when is this person coming back? Oh, bye, Renee. Thanks for coming and sprinting with us. Oh, hopefully you're back before I end. Yes, yes. Hopefully we will still be here. All right, I'm going to start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. Yay! I won! Tawny Cat for the win! Oh, oh, look at how cute he looks.
I always should go with my second guess.
Alvin and Heather picked 4, who got second place. Yay. All right, let us know how you guys did during that sprint. I walked my dog, so that was good. Got to walk around, and I know she's not going to bother me for the rest of the time. And then I did open up the questions and games that we were going to be playing for the Wings of Betrayal release. So I was able to start to do a little bit of that. How did you do, Vanessa?
Well, I opened up the file for the project I was gonna work on during Nano, and wanted to get some more ideas and kind of brainstorm and outline it. So at this sprint, I was online researching different witch legends.
Awesome. That sounds so cool. I must know more. Let's see. Allie's just popping in. Hello. Thank you. Allie will also be on at the party. So yay. Charlie says my series is 4 POVs with 1 trilogy each. Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Wow.
It's like an epic. I'm assuming it's a fantasy. No, I didn't win. I didn't win the first one. Don't worry. You don't have to I'm not being sus right now. You don't have to worry. I'm not scamming things. Usually I never win. So that's why I was so excited, because I usually don't win. Charlie was setting up Scrivener and Notion. Yes. Oh shoot. I forgot about Notion. I had it on my list of things to look into and do and use, but I here, Holly's Notion, and then there's literally nothing filled out. I will use it. I will. So do you use it for your work in progress or for other things? I don't know, random things, productivity stuff. Alvin wrote about 500, chapter basically done. Woohoo! So cool. What's that, 1K then, huh? That you've done? What did you do? Yeah, 521. Nice. Ooh, historical crime thriller.
Ooh.
I've removed all fantasy elements as it was getting too complicated. Don't blame you at all. It's so weird, and I don't know if this is part of me being in my kind of writing slump with also writing, trying to work on my fantasy, but I have mostly been reading, or if I want to read something, I'm ooh, let me read this contemporary, or let me read this rom-com, or let me read this mystery thriller. I've been in such a non-fantasy mood. If I read fantasy, it's someone recommended something, or it's for the Diversity is Lit book club. But I know Vanessa is like me. We're in the same vein with kind of being into suspense, thriller, horror, creepy things right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right now I've been reading a lot of mystery thrillers, and as we get closer to the fall, it'll be even more and more horror. I love horror.
I know. I'm kind of okay with this. I feel for October, for the book club, I need to only pick horror or thriller or something like that.
Yeah.
So that we know we'll read something spooky fun.
Yeah.
Both are for my whips at the moment, but Notion with other stuff further down the line. Awesome. Nice. I'm currently reading 13 by Steve Kavanaugh. Why does that look so familiar?
It sounds familiar, but I don't know what it's about. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like was that a movie?
I know there was a movie called 13, but I don't think that's the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Hold on, I'm looking it up. Oh, maybe because 13 Reasons Why is spelled with like the one as well. So that was what was confusing me. Oh, it's part of a series, the Eddie Flynn series. That sounds really good. Oh my gosh. The serial killer isn't on trial. He's on the jury. Oh my gosh. That's so good.
That is good.
That's so good. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this in there too, in case people are curious about this, because holy moly, I gotta look into this. Give me all of the creepy things. Yes, please. Adding things, growing the ever-growing TBR. Now, do you have to read the other books in this Eddie Flynn series to read 13? Because it kind of...
It can be a standalone, he said.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. I was like looking at the Goodreads and not looking at the comments. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
I just added a bunch of middle grade horror to my TBR list at my library. A couple need to pick up, and I'm like,
awesome. I'm gonna need to check those out too. Oh, okay, no good. We have time. Okay, I was like, we gotta go to the next sprint. There's well, because usually I do like a mad dash sprint with like the 50 cats. So, let's see how long I want to make this sprint, because I want to do our mad dash sprint. But I usually make that 10 minutes. So let me see if we do 20, and then a 10. Okay, we'll do a 20 and then we'll go into a quick 10 after that. We can do it, guys. All right, let's pull this up here.
yeah, probably. She said 50.
Yes, yes. It's very fun. So you have to stay till the end so you can see the 50 cats. It's fun because then there's crazy colors like purple and yellow cats, and it's amazing.
Ooh.
And you can't really pick the color, you have to pick the number. So all right, let's get started so we can get to the 50 cats. That's the best part. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. Number one. Charlie won. Yay! Woohoo! Go Charlie!
I don't remember if I picked the number this round. I just realized that
I was just about to say that too. I was like, wait, which one did I pick? I forgot to pick.
Yeah.
I was so concerned for just starting the sprint that I forgot.
I did.
Who knows? Who knows which one I would have picked? Very productive sprint. I ended up working more on the party, planning my answers for the prompts, for Spill and Quill. Also, because it's payday today, so I was working on my budget. So kind of been making this stream non-writerly related, but still productive. And I'm okay with that because Fridays, I'm usually like out of commission. Like the week I crash. And I have like so much energy, which is weird. Like really weird. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do laundry after this. How did you do, Vanessa?
Still doing some research on witch and ghost legends, and found some interesting ghost stories that happen in my state in Arizona. So now I'm like, ooh, I want to check these places out.
Ooh, how fun. That is so cool. Yeah, oh man, sorry, Heather. Cat number 5 said no. Let us know how you did during that sprint. While you're doing that, I am going to prepare for the 50 cat mad dash sprint. Heather says field trip.
Field trip, yes.
You guys could go together. You guys are in AZ. So many things I love are in Arizona.
I was like, oh, I need to check out these places, and some of them are not too far from me. So I was like, awesome.
Ooh. That's like the best research because you can do it in person, and get pictures or, like get the 5 senses or when you're writing, like.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, sorry, I thought you were saying. I need to type up a notebook I have full of an outline for an old version of book 1. I have some character names wrong in my newer notes. Luckily, I have 40 character names in the back of the notebook. Yes. That was one of the things that I legit had was my my name ideas, whether it's places or people. And then I just go through. That's always the funnest part for me, I think, is like choosing the character name, what they're going to look like finding pictures and stuff. And that's my fave part.
I still don't know yet for my new project, my new horror project. I don't know yet what my characters' names are or what they look like or anything. So right now, just kind of brainstorming ideas for the story and researching different ghost and witch legends. So, also, other than books and reading, I love watching shows and movies that kind of help give me ideas as well. So lately, I've started rewatching Supernatural, which I'm like,
yes.
I'm watching season 1, and I'm like, I remember why I love this so much. And then I also watched, I watched Fear Street on Netflix,
Oh
which is
yeah.
based on R.L. Stein's books. The story in Fear Street that they did on Netflix, I really, really liked the twist that they did towards the end. And I was like, I really want to do something like that in my book. So that's why I'm like trying to research different budget stuff and see what twist I can come up with.
That's awesome. I didn't know, like I heard of the Fear Street series, but I didn't know it was on Netflix.
Yeah,
So
they have it's a 3-part series on Netflix. So they have part 1, 2, and 3.
cool. Yeah, it had been on my watch list for forever, but I was like browsing through my to watch list on Netflix, and I finally started. On Tuesday I started watching The Queen's Gambit finally, and that's been really interesting, and I've been enjoying that so far. So I've been falling asleep every night watching it, like because I just have been staying up late just trying to binge watch it, but I don't even get through like a whole episode. So, but I'm on like probably episode 5. I woke up at 6, so I probably have to go back and rewatch 5 because it's so good. But I just like I'm trying to stay up and watch it, and not that it's boring. It's just that I'm like trying to stay up late, like after my long work day. It's like this isn't gonna work. But so I've been enjoying that. Not much to report. I'm finishing up work. LOL. Thanks for coming on at work.
Yeah.
And I've renamed a character Briar as I couldn't remember her name. It's Clarice. I like Briar. I like that name. So I think that's a good choice. All right, it's that time for the Mad Dash.
Ooh. Oh, wow. How do you see?
So you can't necessarily pick the color. I'll make it a little bit bigger. But you can pick the number. All right? Because there are some like where there's more than what, like there might be more than one white or more than one like pink. So go ahead and choose a number 1 through 50, and then you get a mystery color.
That's done. I really wanted to get a pink one, but I don't know which one is pink. Okay, so let's go with 13.
I like that. I'm gonna go with 32. Oh, Heather. Okay, Charlie picked the black cat. I think that's like somewhere around like 25 or something. And Heather picked 28. Oh, Renee's back. Yay. Hi, Renee. 23. Ooh. All right. Mad Dash. So you got to like do whatever you were doing at like super speed and try not to watch the 50 cats because that's also equally distracting. And I will see you back here in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. Number 11.
Wow. I still don't even see 13.
Oh, well, with the Mad Dash sprint, we always say whoever's closest wins. So that's you, Vanessa.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, 13's not even on the screen.
Yeah, I was like looking for where's 13, but I don't see it.
I forgot to see what 32 looked like. Oh yeah, 26 was so close. Oh, he almost won. Oh, I didn't see Heather's first thing saying she had to go. Bye, Heather. I forgot to say bye. And 23, you can see 23.
I thought number 3 was gonna win because it was ahead, and then 11 came out of nowhere. Oh shit!
That's always what happens. This is always the funnest remakes. So like the pink one, the purple. It's just so fun. I really wish we could choose the colors for like the other ones so that they could just be fun and different. But yay, so I actually was working on my budget for August since I got paid and it was the new month. So yeah, fun money things.
Yeah.
How'd you do for the Mad Dash sprint?
I mean, still researching online and stuff. Now I'm like, I don't know what I want to do because, of course, looking into ghost stories and witches and stuff, came across Marie Laveau, which I've heard of before, and I've always been really interested in her story. And now I'm like, I don't want to do something with her too.
You just have to combine all of these ideas.
I try, but then I'm like, it's just too complicated.
Yeah, I get it. You can like tuck it away for a future story idea.
Yeah.
Ended up daydreaming. Sounds wonderful. Or night dreaming. Yay. Oh, I'm gonna close out of the kitty race timer. Bye, kitties. Well, this was really fun. This was really productive. Thanks everyone for joining us. Like I said before, Vanessa is linked down below. She's got a writer's guide to writing characters with disabilities. So you should check it out. And she's got sensitivity reader services and well, I'm like giving your outro for you. Night dreaming is called sleep. Sleep dreaming. Do you want to give a little outro?
Yes. So my YouTube channel I think is below Vanessa Marie, and so I do some writing and book related videos. I've been doing a monthly series lately where I interview people from diverse backgrounds and kind of help writers to know what to look for and what to write when writing that type of character. And then, like Holly said, I have a new book for writers on how to write disabled characters. And yeah, I also have, like you mentioned, the sensitivity reading service and my online course, which is currently closed, but it will be opening up again in the fall.
Nice. You're like Wonder Woman over here. So, and Charlie subscribed. Thanks, Charlie. And yeah, it's been a while, so it's been good to see some of these people on here. So thank you, everyone. I don't know when my next stream is going to be. I didn't plan out my live streams for August. So hopefully I will have some. The weekends, my August weekends are actually really busy. So I don't know how many live streams I'm going to get in. I can probably still do like Saturday morning ones, but yeah, the weekends are crazy. So we will see. But hopefully I will see you all soon on YouTube's or across the interwebs. So thank you all for joining, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.